Dead Space is getting a remake. The visceral game survival horror classic, originally released in 2008, is being remade by Electronic Arts Motive Studio. The publisher announced during last week's EA Play Live digital showcase. The new Dead Space is coming to PlayStation 5, Windows PC, and Xbox Series X. Now, I've seen this for about 2 weeks, and I said, no, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to. And then they dropped the trailer, and I peeped the trailer, and I want to know what your thoughts are, because I know how I feel about Dead Space as from your perspective, B. Walt. What do you feel about all of this?
Dead Space had what, three titles?
Yeah, it did.
I only played the first one. I really liked the first one because I remember she was pretty difficult. It took you a while to be able to get to the point to where you weren't scared to go to certain rooms and shit. You know how survival horror goes, right? It's like, man, I got this pistol with 7 shots, and I gotta get all the way over there with this motherfucking pistol. And Dead Space did a good job with that, right? Even with the lighting and stuff, I remember, because I haven't played that game since 2008. But I remember all that shit. I really fucking enjoyed. I actually owned it. I forget which system I had it on, but I did own it and I played it. It was solid. So I could see a remake coming out. My question is, because it's going to be on this next gen shit, how close is it going to be to the feel of Returnal? Which, because Returnal is kind of similar to that, but Returnal survival horror, but
that's a bit more sci-fi heavy, though, right? Isn't it?
It's sci-fi heavy as a motherfucker, and you don't have to worry about running out of bullets. So there's a huge, but can they? My question is, when it comes out, can they, basically thrive in the same space? Because I see similarities in it.
Right. I mean, so my history and lack of history with movies, right? And since playing Dead Space 1, 2, and 3, and even the shooter, the one that was the first person like time zone shooter from back in the day. If you play Doom, then you play Dead Space. If you've watched Alien, you play Dead Space. If you watched Aliens, you play Dead Space. If you play Resident Evil 4, you play Dead Space. Because all those franchises heavily influenced the first game in particular, the second game, the third game not so much. If you played Contra, that's what the third game is, and that's why it's shit. Because the first two was Resident Evil in space. That's how it felt. It had that vibe. The third one is fucking Contra. They turn Isaac isn't a soldier. He's an engineer. He was using his tools to fucking survive, which all played into the context of the gameplay. Because as you remember, you didn't kill them just by blowing them away. You had to cut off their limbs. So it added just enough a level like, oh shit, I really got to pay attention. Right. On top of my ammo, I got to really pay attention.
And the gun he had wasn't even a real gun, right? In the beginning,
it was a plasma cutter.
Right. Yeah. Right. And you have to get close enough to the damn thing to actually do some damage. Yeah. That's what made the shit.
Right. It was good season. They scrapped all that in the third one. The third one is fucking trash. And it's only like the only thing that makes it even viable is it's co-op. But other than that, it's really trash. Like I can go on days about this. Look, I'm a Dead Space OG. I've got a platinum in the first one. I've got a platinum in the second one. And anybody knows who's got a platinum in the second one knows that means I did hardcore mode. That means I saved 3 times in that fucking game to get that fucking trophy. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Dead Space. I don't fuck with EA anymore. So it's hard for me to really get excited about this. All they have to do is up the graphics. They should have a great game. If they do anything they did with the third one, fuck them and fuck that game. So it says it's supposed to be, a better enhanced version of the OG. But if that's the case, then I don't have a reason to play it then because I've already done all that. So that's where I am with it. But yeah, I got them back to back. So you bitches, so y'all can eat a dick because I know you didn't do it. I know you didn't. Let's keep going.